Hello children, Rashid Khan here from Lakshmi Prasad Memorial Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Class 10th. Today here the chapter number 3 will have to continue, that is the metals and non-metals. So in this sequence we have to just initiate the chapter number 1, chapter number 3, that is metals and non-metals. So first of all, we'll have to learn about, to which we can say this one is metal and which type of other material that is a non-metal, to which we can say that is a metals. So first of all, metals are those particular type of substances that can have some lustrous properties, malleability. They can release or they can just produces ions, that means they can releases the electrons and form the ions. So in that particular means we can say the metals are those particular substance or that substance that can have the property to different physical and chemical property. That means if the substances are ductile in nature, they are malleable, they can have a special type of shining, lustrous properties, or they can shown be the malleable, they must be hard, soft, and might be other properties. So on the basis of the different properties, the metals can be identified. What are these different physical chemical properties we will discuss later. But first of all, here we will have to study about the metal or those particular type of element that can exhibit the physical as well as the chemical properties. Simply we can say if any substance can have the lustrous properties, that means it can be shine, so might be it is in the series of metals. Suppose if there is something like copper, iron, zinc, cobalt, nickel, will take a number of series. There is a number of a series of a metal. So that particular metal have the special properties. If they can be reacted with other materials like water, acid, bases, what happens, it will also will have to discuss later. So on the basis of a different material, you have heard a different type of a metal that we are using in our daily life. How we can say that? Why? Because there is in our home, in our kitchens, there are a number of metals that we are going to use, like the pan. Pan is made up of iron. So that one is the iron. Iron is the metal, that is iron is a material that can be composed of a metal. The next thing is silver. Silver is also in the metallic series. There is a number of parts can be formed or manufactured. Steel is another combination of different metals and non-metals. And you can see there are different type of materials like gold or any other jewelry or ornaments that can be formed by the metals as well. You have seen the copper, aluminum. These are also the form of metals. Like copper, it is being used in case of electrical wires, and aluminum too. But the rest of the other, here is another things like gold. Gold is another ornamental substances which can be used for the decorative means. So the decoration, for the decoration, there is a gold can be used. So here are the number of properties that can be used in our daily life about the metal. So what are the different metallic properties or the physical properties of the metal? So metal can have physical as well as chemical properties. So first of all, we have to discuss on physical properties. physical properties of metal. What are these physical properties of the metals? Physical properties, there are the number of properties like metallic luster. Metallic luster. If it is metallic luster, so what does it mean about? That means such type of a metal which have a special type of a shining appearances are these type of a substances in which there is a appearances, they can be shown by a lustrous appearance or shining appearance, that is termed as metallic luster. There are the number of metals which can be shown like aluminium, copper, gold, silver, iron, number of metals that can shown by their luster properties. As I have already shown you, the gold jewelries can be made up of by the gold. So gold is what? Gold is another example of metal. So now here we have to move on to the next one, that is hardness. So for the hardness we can say most of the metal are hard at room temperature, except one like mercury. Mercury is a metal which can be exist in case of a liquid at room temperature. So we can say there is metals which can show the hard, mostly the metals are harder in nature. Next one is what? Malleability. What does it mean about the malleability? Malleable substance, you have heard about what is a particular type of a meaning. Why? Because it is the property of a metal by which the metal can be drawn into thin sheets. What does it mean? It is mean about when the metals are heated by hard object, it can be drawn into thin sheets. Like you have heard most of the time, the iron sheet, the copper sheet, the aluminium foil or the gold foil. So the foil is the finest type of a metallic plate which can be drawn by the properties of malleabilities. So you have mostly seen at the shop of a switch, there is a aluminium foil are covered. So that is another example of a malleability. And here the next one is ductility. What does it mean about the ductility? Mostly you have seen the ductile are most of the metal are ductile in nature. What does it mean? It is mean that just only the metal can show the ductility. It is the property of a metal. It is the property of a metal by which the metal can be drawn into thin wire. Why? Because it is a good conductor of heat and electricity as well. So we can say the metal are good conductor of electricity. Why these are good conductor? Because they can be ductile in nature. That means when the metals are drawn into thin wires, so only the metal can show these property. They can be drawn into thin wires. So it is the property of a metal by which the metal can be drawn into thin wire. That property of the metal is called ductility. So being ductile, the metal can be drawn into thin wires. It is another characteristics of the metal. The conductor of heat as well. So I have already told you about the conductor of heat as well as conductor of electricity. These are the good conductor of heat and electricity as well. So no doubt we can say the metal are the good conductor of electricity. Why? Because when wherever the electricity or heat is passed through the any metal, they can be absorbed, or it is the metal or the material that can allow the heat and electricity to pass through them, that a particular type of a substance or the material are called conductor, that is a good or bad. So they can be, if it is conduct the electricity and heat, so it is called as the conductor, if it is a good or bad conductor. So on the basis of the the conductor, they can be of what? The good conductor as well as the bad conductor. So to the next topic, we'll move to the first one. There is another mean on which we have to discuss, melting and boiling point. So melting and boiling point. What is the melting and a boiling point of the metals? We know there are the mostly metals are harder at room temperature. So if it is hard, that means it has the higher melting and boiling point. So all the metal that can be shown a high melting and a boiling point. You can see there is a copper that has about 1083 degrees centigrade. Its melting point. So you can easily say that there is a melting point about 1083 degrees centigrade. It is the higher. But some of them, they can be like metals like sodium and potassium had a low melting points, but most of the metal can have shown the high melting point. Now metal are sonorous. What does it mean about the sonorous? Sonorous are the property of a metal that can produces a ringing sound on beating them with a hard object, or we can say the property of a metal of a virtue by which the metal can be produce a ringing sound and beating with a hard object. So that property is called as a sonority, and these type of a material are called sonorous. So these are the metal that are sonorous in nature. So most of the metal, you can see any metal beating on any hard object, it can produces a ring sound, ting, tang, and something like this. So these are the materials are said to be what? They are sonorous in nature, or this property of the metal is called sonority. So it is sonority properties or sonar properties, they are called as a sonorous. Next one, on the basis of a physical property, they can be the physical state. So physical state, I have already told you about. Most of the metal are what? They are solid at room temperature. But rest of the others, some cannot have shown such a property. They can be Hb, that is mercury. Mercury can be shown in the form of a liquid, and some of them, they can be acted as a liquid as well as the gas too. So what are these type of gases? As sulfur, carbon dioxide, and it is bromine, which can be found at liquid at room temperature. Without metallic property, it can be shown as a liquid as well as the gaseous state. So some of them are metals, and non-metal can have the both properties. Non-metal can also have shown gaseous, solid and liquid states. but the metal mostly have the solid and liquid state. So here is the physical properties. Next one is the brittleness. Brittleness. What does it mean about brittleness? Metal properties. It is called as brittleness. It is not the metallic property. It is the property of non-metal. When we are discussing about the metallic properties, so they are metal. When we are discussing about non-metal, so these are the properties of non-metals. As you have shown, there is a number of properties of a metal, so there is a large number of a property of non-metal by which we can easily recognize them. What are these actually? These are the first one, as I have already told you, the physical state. Most of the non-metals are liquid, solid and gases at room temperature. As we know, there are the number of non-metals that can be sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide and bromine. Some of them they can be liquid state, like the bromine. Some of them are liquid and gaseous as well as solid state. Here is brittleness. Brittleness is what? Brittleness is the property of the metal by which any substance which can be broken down into the many pieces or smaller pieces by beating on a hard object. So that property is called brittleness. Suppose if any non-metals, if it is broken down into the many pieces on hitting the hard object, so this type of a property is considered to be a brittleness. So this is the brittleness. Next one is malleability. The most of the metals can be malleable, but non-metals are non-malleable. Why? Because when the non-metals are broken, when the non-metals are heated by hard object or beaten by hard object, it cannot be drawn into thin sheet. Instead of this can have broken into the many pieces. So this could not anymore show such type of a properties like brittle, like malleability. Electrical and thermal conductivity, non-metals are bad conductors. So the non-metal could not ever see any conductivity of electrical and thermal conductivity. So these are the bad conductor and could not show any thermal conductivity. Next one is tensile strength. Tensile strength, non-metal have a very low tensile strength. Why? Because they can be broken into the many pieces. So why? Next one is melting and a boiling point. So as we know that there is a number of metals can have the show very high melting and a boiling point. Instead of that, why? Because this can be found at having solid state. So on that basis, the metals are having a high melting and a boiling point. But most of the non-metal can show the gaseous, solid and liquid state as well. So there is non-metal can show the low melting and a boiling points. However, some of the allotropes can show a very high melting point, like graphite having 3500. Graphite having 3500 degrees centigrade its melting points. Not it is as well, but the other ones like melting points carbon, that is a diamond in the form. This can have 3600. Carbon have 3600 degrees centigrade, but the graphite have 3500 degrees centigrade temperature, that is a melting point. So these are the substances that can show malleability, sonority. There could not be shown malleability, sonority, as well as the electrical conductivity, tensile strength, malleability, conductivity and density. When we are talking about density, so these are the material which could not be dense as well as on the basis of metal. So thank you for watching the video. This is the end of the topic. We will discuss more later on.